Alright, so back, and now I'm going to do the buildings. We actually have done the building pad and everything, but now I want to put the buildings in. And if you look at the buildings drawing, you know, it's hosted to the A0, which is fine. We can actually bring it down to the trellis plan and it'll plunk it right down. So you can see you can flip the hosting planes, right? And it'll move it in the Z level to wherever that level is. So if we put it the trellis plan, it'll plunk it right down there. It'll also do it for the southwest drawing. So if I go to the trellis plan A1, it'll plunk it down. So the first thing I'm going to do is make this building right here, which is the largest part of the building. So in order to do that, I'm going to architecture component, model in place, and I'm going to pick a generic model for this one. We could use mass, and oftentimes people do. We're not going to use, we don't need the qualities of a mass right now, and the generic model works pretty well as far as visibility goes. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to name it Sheraton. And click OK. And once I do that, it's going to send me into a sketch mode, and it's going to give me options for modeling. I want to do an extrusion, and now I need to make an outline for that extrusion. So I'm going to do something similar to when we did the region for the topography. I'm going to go to my pick line, and because I have an AutoCAD drawing in here, I can hover over it. And actually, you see how it's projecting the line up? You get that dashed line where it's going to put the projected line. If we go to set, we can actually set, instead of the A0, we want to set it at trellis plan A1. And now when we go to the pick line, it's going to make it right on that base. But if I hover over that and tap my tab key, it'll go around as much of that as it can, and if I left click, it'll create a line. Now if I get a tab key there, it'll do that one, tab key. Well, that's okay. I think they overlap, though. That's very interesting. So it's giving me, so let's try this. Select, I think because they're on, there we go. For some reason, if I tap it on over here, it picks the whole thing instead of pieces of it. So left click, and then I'm going to draw a line from there to there, and then big green check, and it's going to extrude that. This is 170 feet tall, so I'm going to make it 185 because it's sunk down in the ground. And then what I can do is I can come in, and I can actually go to site plan and do this as well. So I could come in and make these guys that are 70 feet tall. So if I go in and I can go to create extrusion, and I could use the pick line again, here, 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 and here, and then just trim out, right, these guys. And let's do a pick line here, 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 and here, and we'll trim those out. Right. And then all we need are lines here, here, and here, and then big green check, and those are going to need to be 85 feet if we add the additional amount. Right, so if I go back to my 3D view, I've got those guys. Now I'm going to add this 20-foot area, which actually goes all the way from here to here to here to here to here, back to there, and all the way around there. So if I go to my site plan, is this? Oh, this is still on Doyle plan 0. So this was done on the incorrect level, but you can edit the work plane and you can flip it to trellis plan A1 and then click OK. And now that moves down to be coincident. So now I'm going to go back to site. I'm going to come in and I go to create extrusion, and I'm just going to draw a line that goes around this whole thing. I could use pick lines again, but I'm just going to be, oh, that's too far for that one. I believe this one wants to go like this, right, because this building is 20 feet, and then we can go kind of back along here until it closes up. And trim there, and there, or delete that. Okay, and then big green check, and we want this to be, I don't know, 35 feet. And if we go back to our 3D view, now we've got that. Now we can just draw this 50 and that 50 in, and I think I'll just make that 50 for right now. We can fix it later. Oh, and I think this, I keep forgetting to set my work plane. Bad habit, having to change my work plane. So next time, I'll just do the drawing from here. So I'm going to go to create extrusion, and I'll draw a rectangle, and let's set to trellis plan level 1, and I'll just draw a rectangle, or a line, I guess. I'm in the line. There. Oh, and those are both 50, so I could just draw a line from here to here. Is it? I have a funny pick line or something. Oh, this one's not even on the thing. Getting sloppy when I get fast. So this guy will come out, I guess, to there. And then let's pick a line there and trim. Whoops. We'll pick a line here and trim that, 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 and that, and that. Hit check. And we'll send that to 65. And I'm just going to ignore that little piece. You can go in there and fill that in. But now we kind of have that building set up with the pad down here. You can do the rest of the buildings as well. I'll come back and do this bridge.